Now, starting a team in Lords of Baseball is simple. In the old days, we had a chart and everybody would look through and pick the team they wanted. Now, for demo purposes, we've come up with cards where you draft randomly and here's your team. Now, when you draft your team, there's a couple things that you're going to need to look at, starting with the front office. Front offices range from 1 star to 5 stars. Obviously, 5 stars are more expensive, therefore they are more valuable. You get better bonuses, you start with better teams, it's easier to win games. Conversely, like we talked about before, you don't score as many victory points for having a winning season. But when you draft a team, you're going to look at your card, and it's listed with 4 different player types. All right, we have superstars, all-stars, regulars, and journeymen. And the cash left over basically means how much money you have left to do other things. You're going to start with $42,000. Why $42,000? It's an arbitrary number that seemed to work mathematically for us. It made it tight enough that you can buy things but not overpower yourself at the beginning. So you take the $42,000 that you start with and you start a team. So let's say, for example, we took this 4-star front office team with 2 all-stars, 3 regulars, and 20 journeymen. This tells me I have $6,000 left over. I'll take that $6,000 and I'll invest it in a farm system and in a manager. Now, if you're an experienced player, if you've played this a couple times, what you can do is you can take the deck of cards and you can look through them and say, I really want to start with a poor team. I'm going to start with a 1-star front office. I'm going to take that. And you pass the cards around. And this way, if you know what kind of team you want to start with, you still have that option. But in a first game situation, in a demo situation, in a family game, you just pass cards out to everybody and you get started. It really speeds up the whole initial setup phase process. And it stops a lot of the questions of what kind of team are you taking, what kind of team are you taking, should I take this team, should I not? When you get your team, what you will do is you'll take your team mat, which is broken up into some different areas, and at the top you're going to use different chits to mark your major league team. So for example, if I have a team with a superstar, I'll take my superstar chit and I put it under the 1. It's pretty simple. If I have a team with more than 15 of a particular player, the chits are double-sided. One side says regular, one side says regular plus 10. So if I had 17 regulars, regular plus 10 goes under the 7. Quick math tells me it's 17. And it's nothing hard. I know a lot of gamers don't want to do too much power gritty type math. Not the case in Lords of Baseball. If you can add 10 to something, you're in good shape. So you have set up your major league team using a card, using the chits. You have cash left over. I have $6,000 left in my bank. What am I going to do with it? We'll find out next.